It's ioEther, and we're back with some more World Tanks. So as you can see, this is me playing, because of course it's time for another Ether's. Wow, I can talk today. Ether Space. So I'm just gonna let this play in the background while I talk to you about everything that's going on. First, I want to give you a brief recap of the game and some of the frustrations I had during playing this. This was actually my very first game in 9.5 after coming back from like 2 weeks of not playing World Tanks and being on vacation. And I decided to jump into a game before I had my mods installed to just blow off some steam and see what I could do. I want to do a quick game to test out what the Sixth Sense sounded like without any mods in it. And so I jumped into my T71. And so I ended up getting harassed for half the game as being a bot. And well, you'll watch what happens. I'm going to try my best to talk to you about everything I want to talk to you about. So I didn't get any questions that I know of over those 2 weeks. I did answer all the comments that I got. It suddenly makes me wonder if I should have looked more closely for questions. But if I got questions and I didn't know some, they'll be answered next week. Don't worry about it. Or you can repost them, and then I'll definitely answer them next week. I tried to cover all the comments that you guys sent me while I was on vacation. What else? Yeah, so I answered the comments. I noticed that the Gauntlet, I put up like 14 videos from Gauntlet or something like that, and apparently nobody decided to watch more than 5, which is fine. Just tells me nobody wants to watch Gauntlet. I understand that. That's fine. I just wanted something out there so you could have something to watch while I was gone. Don't like Gauntlet. Good to know. I'm still going to keep doing other games. So using that to segue. Wow, words, my brain today. Anyways, segueing into the other topic I wanted to talk about was, of course, I want to talk about some of the upcoming games I've been wanting to play. So, I know I talked about Edge of Space before the break. I want to do an Edge of Space game with a buddy of mine. Unfortunately, Buddy has gotten involved in real life and cyber life things since then, and so I haven't actually seen a whole lot of him. So we haven't played any of Edge of Space. However, then there was the Steam Winter Sale, and so I may have gone a tiny bit crazy, and I bought like, I don't remember how many games I bought. I really don't. My budget was like $20. The Steam sales, you can get a lot of things for $20. So I got a hold of Banished, and I'm going to be playing some of that. I've already recorded a couple hours of that. I'm going to break down into 20-minute videos and upload. I also got a hold of Don't Starve, which is a horror, an amazing game in so many ways. It is... totally got my train of thought derailed. Because of course I just realized that my Sixth Sense image is still an eye for some weird reason. I'll change that after the video. Anyways, so I got a hold of Don't Starve, which is an amazing game. If you haven't played it, you should. However, be warned, it is an incredibly brutal game, and it is not forgiving at all. The first, like, 3 hours you play, you're going to die constantly. You will get better. I mean, and it is definitely something you want to play as a friend, or with a friend. So if you have the $20 lying around, it's currently on Steam. There's a Frontier pack for like $20 currently. So you can buy Don't Starve Together, which is the multiplayer version of Don't Starve. and then you also get another copy of the game to pass on to a friend. So then the two of you can play together. And that really does up your odds. It also helps if you have somebody like my fiance, who is just insane about the game, and she has started researching it every chance she gets, and so we'll be talking about something random, and all of a sudden she'll be talking about how we can live a little bit longer and don't starve, which is fine. And I love her, and I really enjoy the game, but I get so frustrated. Any game that I play for 3 hours and it's just me continually dying, it's not fun anymore. But I'm still going to put up some footage on that. It's not going to be continual gameplay like a lot of my games are. I'm not going to put up like a 20-minute session of me playing Don't Starve, because that would be depressing. Honestly, it would be like you'd watch 20 minutes of me doing blah stuff and then we'd die at the end. Or you'd watch a couple episodes like that and then we die at the end. So I gotta edit that down to maybe a couple episodes, like 5-10 minute long episodes of the hilarity that incurs somewhere in the like 3 hours we were playing. I got most of our gameplay on tape, so it will be in there. Yeah, and the last game that I do want to play, but I haven't got around to playing yet, is How to Survive, and that's a game that was on sale at some point for like $1.60. It's normally $10 or something like that. It was on sale at like 90% off, and me and 5 or 6 friends got a hold of it at the same time. So I really do want to put up some multiplayer version of that. I have all the expansion packs for that. Again, it was on sale for 90% off, so I got the original game and all the DLCs for like $3, which was like, yes, can't possibly pass that up. So that's another game that I do want to put in. I think that's pretty much it for the Ether space topics, so I might as well just comment on the rest of this game and then we'll wrap up the session. So far to this point, I've been harassing the enemy and doing what I can. I mean, I'm still a scout, so I'm still going to play as a scout. My team is still calling me names for not getting up there and into the fight, but of course, I'm in a light tank. I can't brawl. I can, however, snipe. And killing an enemy 110 is definitely worth it. Now, I was aiming for the Tiger P there, but the 110 just decided he needed to die, so he walked back into range, and I killed him for it. I really did want to get that last shot off. I didn't really think I was going to hit the Tiger P, but I did want to fire it before I reloaded. And again, my team's harassing me for not moving. They don't seem to understand that this is what I need to be doing. Now, unfortunately, I don't have binocs on. And again, this was because it was my first game back after 2 weeks of holidays and not playing World Tanks. And I forgot that I had taken my binocs off of the T71 because it has to share with the 12T. So, unfortunately, that's just how that happened. I'm gonna try and kill this T-34. Fire maybe a bit clutch, but it worked out, so completely worth it. And that takes the pressure off our T-34. So now he doesn't have somebody firing at him, and we know the enemy scout was over here last, so this is where I'm gonna go hunting. Oh, and of course he's behind me, so now I'm just going to try and set up kind of an ambush. I know he's got to come through this way. Unless, of course, he just wants to die in the city. Which is definitely possible. Probably should have reloaded right here. But I started reloading here. So I guess... unfortunately, of course, as soon as I reload, that's when he decides he's going to charge out across an open field. And I'm sitting here trying to reload, and I'm just like, well, somebody's going to kill him before I can. But it doesn't matter. Apparently my team either decides not to kill him or can't hit him, and the T-34 sets him on fire and takes him out for the win. So just because you're in a scout tank doesn't mean you can't harass the enemy and still do a lot of damage and win the game for your team. Now for this particular game, it wasn't an ace tanker, but I was definitely top experience, and 1,000 damage in a tier 9 game with a T-71 is definitely something to be proud of. Most of the guys who were harassing me got a lot less experience than I did, and we're like halfway up the board. So I think I muted at least one of them in this at some point, though I can't remember which one it was or when I did it. So just remember, just because people are harassing you doesn't mean you can't, you should be listening to them. And also, if there's a scout on your team, don't harass him just because he's sitting in a bush. It's where he's supposed to be. And as long as he's getting effective eyes on the entire field, he's where he's supposed to be. Do your job and he'll do his. There are very few good scouts in World Tanks, and unfortunately, it's like artillery. Because of the fact that there's very few good ones, everyone just thinks we're all crap. And it's really irritating. Well, have a great night. Of course, if you want to support the channel, like the video. Thank you so much for watching. ioEther out. Hey folks, this is ioEther, and we're back with some more World Tanks. Side scraping. How to counter a player who's side scraping. So the E100 is trying to side scrape. And you can see, let's see where. Ronick is actually firing at the engine deck of the enemy tank. And well, that makes sense because Ronick's gun is actually higher up than the enemy tank's engine deck, so he can aim down. And if he concentrates right, and if he, T-57. Really? How did you miss that shot on the T-57? Really? That was like a free shot. So the enemy E100 is getting really pissed that Ronick can somehow penetrate him without being, without exposing enough of his tank so that this guy can kill Ronick. So Ronick's, again, gonna shoot for the engine deck,